Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you guys an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you stayed for a while, grabbed a snack and click the subscribe button. I am on the journey of reaching 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2021 and I would love it if you can help. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you guys more than you know. So for today's video, as you can tell by the title, I am reviewing the new collection by Makeup by Mario. I am pretty excited. I have really been into base products, specifically cream products. So when this was announced, I got pretty excited. I did pick up pretty much one of everything just so I can test out the different formulas. So if you would like to hear what I have to say about this collection, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Let's get started. I already have my base down. I did not set my foundation. I did set under my eyes because I always have to set under my eyes or else they crease pretty bad. So I did pick up a blush, one of the bronzers, one of the powder bronzers, a powder blush, and I also went ahead and added a brush. I did not pick up the highlighter just because I am not a huge highlighter fan. You should see my collection. It's pretty small compared to everything else. Just a highlighter, I really have to think, wow, that is a beautiful highlighter in order for me to actually purchase a highlighter or get excited for it. You should see my desk. It's like a pretty much full face of Mario. I did finally get to test out the Master Matte by Makeup by Mario. All of the shades blended beautifully. I really enjoyed it. I also went ahead and used one of the shades from the little quad that I got. This one just very lightly. It's a very simple look, but the shades just blended beautifully. It is a gorgeous everyday palette and I'm pretty glad I do have it in my collection. And of course, I did go ahead and use the eye primer by Makeup by Mario. I have really been enjoying it. It works very well and I'm glad I purchased it. So let's get started into looking at the stuff. All right, so here is the packaging. I actually really do enjoy the unicorn. I think it is very simple, very sleek, just straight to the point, like nothing fancy. I mean, although sometimes I do appreciate the unicorn when it's like beautiful, but at the end of the day, I don't really keep any of them. So I appreciate that it's nice and simple. Same with the packaging as well for the product. I really love that it's so simple and sleek. And he actually does do the magnetic on the palettes, which I really enjoy because they're super easy to open, super easy to close. That I am definitely enjoying. This is the bronzer. This is what the component looks like. It has the name on the bottom. I got the light medium, and on the bottom it has the little brush. If you can tell, it has like the little texture on there. This brush is super soft. The component for the blush is the same. For the bronzer, it is just as simple as well. The white packaging, magnetic, and it actually, this feels like it's a type of metal. It doesn't feel like it's plastic, so it does have a tiny bit of weight to it. The blush is actually smaller than the bronzer, but it is the same material. It's not plastic. Yeah, so why don't we go ahead and get started in putting these products on my face. I am just so excited. Okay, first thing we're going to start with is the cream products, and this is the bronzer. This is in light medium. That is the shade I felt best suited me. I'm going to read you the description real quick. This all-in-one soft sculpt shaping stick is incredibly easy to use. Simple swipe on and blend to instantly shape and add warmth to the face. Creamy formula is blendable and buildable and works well for all skins, creates a soft, natural looking definition, dries down to a natural matte finish. Thoughtfully designed angled buffing brush makes application easy and is removable for convenient cleaning. 5 nubs within the head of the brush, centralized product pickup for a more even fluid application, and it's a cruelty-free formula. So this is meant to be a bronzing stick, but I chose a shade that's a little bit more on like the cool tone side for me personally, even though he meant for these to be more neutral and didn't really want to focus so much on warmer tones and cool tones, but I'm going to use this today as a contour instead of a bronzer since I do have the powder bronzer to test out. So like I said, face is not set. Let's go ahead and get started. And I am going to put this slightly above where my cheekbone is. It looks about enough product. It's blending pretty smooth. I'm really enjoying how smooth it's going on. We are going to use the brush on here just to see how it works, if it does work. And the video that I did see, he did say do like tapping motions, don't swipe. So that's what I'll do. And it is blending pretty seamlessly. Oh, I'm enjoying this. Okay, that's looking good so far. I don't see any foundation being picked up. And I do feel like this is a beautiful shade for my skin tone. Okay, let me finish the rest of my face. Alright guys, I totally forgot to tell you, price for the bronzer is $28 and it is available in 6 shades. Now for the blush, same component, and this is also $28 and it also is available in 6 different shades. The Soft Pop Blush Stick brightens cheeks with luminous natural color and fresh timeless hues. Easy to use dual-ended cream blush stick enhances cheeks with a soft pop of color, delivers sheer but buildable coverage, and leaves your cheeks looking healthy and radiant. Emollient infused formula feels comfortable all day and offers a dewy finish with no oily sensation. Thoughtfully designed angled brush, same as the bronzer with the 5 nubs and all that, and available in 6 shades. I picked up the color Soft Coral. Here she is. Beautiful. So it says here you can just apply it. So let's go ahead and apply this. I'm just going to do a couple of dots, and I'm also going to use I do see a little bit of foundation on here, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, and same thing, he said to just kind of tap it in the little short video that he did on his Instagram. So it's not lifting anything up here, but I do notice, I hope you can see it, on the actual stick, there is a little bit of foundation on there. Maybe I should have warmed it up to the touch before but it's not lifting anything else up as I'm blending, and it's actually blending pretty seamlessly with ease. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is, and I'm going to tap this in, add some more. So even though he says it doesn't disturb your foundation, I felt like when I swiped it, it did just a tiny bit. And I am going to pick up some more and put a little bit on my nose. Okay, so this is what the face is looking like. I feel like it's looking very natural, very beautiful. There is definitely a small luminous finish to the blush, so if you don't like that, you might not like this product. It is definitely not a matte shade. I feel like the purpose of it is so it can look more natural than anything. So let me go ahead and powder my face, and then we'll go into the powder product. Okay, face is nice and powdered. So for the powder bronzer, this also retails for $28 and it is also available in 6 shades. The Soft Sculpt bronzer is lightweight and multi-purpose, perfect for creating naturally bronzed skin, warming a sallow complexion, and adding soft definition. Bronzing powder is exceptionally soft, smooth, and buildable, delivering an even, flawless application. Pressed powder formula ensures a super clean and effortless application with minimal fallout. Active ingredients elevate the appearance of skin so it may look firmer and more hydrated. Works beautifully alone or layered with the Soft Sculpt shaping stick. Here is the bronzer, and I got it in the shade medium. All right, I did pick up one of the brushes. This is the F2, and I believe this one is the one that is meant for the bronzer. I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and use it. I don't see any sparkle at all. It looks like it's matte. I'll go ahead and swatch it here. It looks like a pretty great shade. I'll show swatches of everything on my hand once I'm done applying everything. All right, so I usually do contour first, like a cream contour, and then I set it with a bronzer. So that's what I'm doing. And for the sake of the video, even though the shade that I got in the powder blush is not like a coral shade, I'll go ahead and still put it on top of the cream blush just for the sake of the video. But this bronzer is actually very beautiful. I know they say don't put bronzer underneath, but since we don't have contour, that's what I'm doing. It feels very smooth. This brush is fabulous. Is it $28 worth? I think it's how much I paid. I'm not sure. I don't know. My favorite brushes are Sigma, but I figured it wouldn't hurt to get one of the Mario brushes. Since I didn't pick up a highlighter, I said, all right, just pick up a brush then. All right, there is a bronzer. I feel it looks beautiful. It looks natural. I'm looking pretty bronzy and I am totally okay with that. Okay, the powder blush is $24 and it is available in 5 different shades. The Soft Pop Powder Blush brightens and lifts your complexion with a healthy looking flush of color. Luxurious silky formula glides on and blends effortlessly onto your skin, infused with micronized clay to restore natural radiance to your complexion. A patented polymer ensures long-lasting color and comfort. Wears beautifully alone or over the Soft Pop blush stick. Available in 5 shades. I got it in Mellow Mauve. That's what it looks like. It's a pretty cool tone shade. All right, so let me dip into this. He did mention that there shouldn't really be pickup in the pan because of the formula. So far that seems to be, yeah, not too much pickup, or if any at all. But this is a beautiful shade. It's a very like natural color. This is typically the color that my cheeks turn when they are flushed. And it's layering on top of the cream beautifully. All right, here are the swatches. Top is the light medium bronzer stick. Second is the soft coral blush stick. This is the powder bronzer in medium, and this is the powder blush in mellow mauve. There are the swatches. I definitely feel like the colors I picked are perfect for my skin tone. Okay, as far as the shade range for everything, I can only really speak for myself. I usually don't have issues with finding shades for me to use on my face, and that is because I'm pretty, you know, light-skinned. When I am tan, I am still pretty light to medium, unless I have really spent a long time in the sun, then I could be a medium. But I usually stick between light and medium. And the shade for the bronzers, at least the darkest one, looks like it might work, but I don't know if it'll work on someone like Nima Tang. I just feel that anytime complexion products, and I said this already in one of my videos, I really feel like Nima Tang needs to be one of the main sources for what shades they come up with, especially for like the darker tones. Because if you create a line that has a shade that works for her, then that means you have a good variety of shades for everyone. But me looking at the bronzer sticks, I definitely don't feel like the darkest shade would work for her. For blushes, I feel it's a little bit easier. He did have 6 for these sticks, and he does have 5 pretty versatile, at least they look versatile, tones for the powder blushes. So I think the blushes is not such a big deal as the bronzers are, but the darkest bronzer for the powder, it also didn't look like it would work for Nima Tang. So that is my thought on the shades that he does offer, but I do feel that he did a pretty decent job with the colors that he did pick. So I would love to know if, you know, anyone who is watching this video is of a dark complexion that's close to Nima Tang. and if you purchase the darker shade and if it works for you. I would love to know. So that is everything that I purchased. Why don't we go ahead and go into the final thoughts of how it performed and just everything. All right, guys, so what are my thoughts about the Sculpt collection by Makeup by Mario? First impressions, I absolutely loved everything. I definitely feel like it fits the aesthetics that he is trying to go for, which is more of like a minimal, natural makeup type of vibe. I mean, you know, he has like the neutral palette, and sure, he did also make an all shimmers palette, but I definitely feel like the tone of his makeup, well, at least as of right now, is more of the natural and enhancing your beauty instead of, you know, playing with color. I do really enjoy his packaging. The whole white with the black lettering moment, I absolutely love. It's not for everybody, but for me personally, I really do enjoy it. I think it's just beautiful. Now, because of the texture of this, since it's not the plastic, I'm afraid that these are going to get dirty really quick. So that is the one kind of negative thing that I do have to say about the blush and powder bronzer component. As far as the blush sticks and the bronzer sticks, I do love the component as well. I think it's a really good size. I didn't even tell you. It says on here you get 0.37 ounces. These have an 18-month shelf life. They all do. I do have two negative things to say about the component for the blush stick and the bronzer stick, and that is when you pull to open this up, sometimes you pull this as well. Also, when you close this, like, you have to be very careful because you will get some of the bristles and it's just going to like ruin this brush. So the fact that I have to take a couple of extra seconds just to close this is honestly a little frustrating. I wish the component would let the brush be retractable. That way you don't have to worry about when you're closing it up. Also, when you try to turn the component, sometimes you turn the bottom cap instead of the actual. So that is also a little, it's me just nitpicking, really. Okay, prices. Let's talk about prices. So the blush sticks are $28 each. The bronzer, the powder bronzer, is also $28, and the blush is $24. I did go online and look at different prices for blush sticks, for powder bronzers, and for powder blushes, and for the bronzing stick. And he definitely is staying right at the high-end prices. He's pretty comfortable in that area. I don't feel like he is overcharging for what you are getting. So I definitely do feel that the price point is pretty fair for what you are getting. I definitely agree with the price. I mean, I paid it, right? Now, the one makeup brush that I did purchase. I normally don't like dual-ended brushes. Not normally. I don't like dual-ended brushes. But since I wasn't purchasing a highlighter, I decided to go ahead and purchase one of his brushes just to see, you know, how it is and whatnot. It feels of good quality, $28. I don't know if $28. I get most of my brushes, especially like my Sigma brushes, when they're on sale. I very rarely pay full price. I definitely feel that $28 is a little much for a brush. It is made in China and it has, you know, like the synthetic bristles are pretty soft. I enjoyed using it, but I don't think I'll be picking up any more of his brushes just because $28 is too much. Alright guys, and that concludes this video for the new collection from Makeup by Mario. I mentioned earlier in the video, I was pretty excited when this was announced. I definitely knew that I was going to pick up a couple of items. I was definitely the most excited for the cream products just because I've kind of been just into cream products a little bit more. Same with Jaclyn Hill. She just launched her blushes. I definitely picked up some blush sticks, so I can't wait to review those. And I think I'll probably be comparing those to the Makeup by Mario. Just have a little bit of fun, you know, nothing crazy. Yeah, I'm excited to see what launch is next. Yeah. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. So please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, if you liked it. It would really help me out in the algorithm and hopefully bring in some new and fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. I am on the journey of hopefully reaching 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2021. And the way you can help is by clicking the subscribe button. Okay guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye.